We are live. Liz Turnbull has joined us to tell us about her experience/transformation on the Eating Psychology online transformation program that we have been piloting at Real Meal Revolution. Liz, you legend. How are you?
Thank you, Jonno. No, I'm doing well. Thank you. I'm pushing myself every day.
That's awesome. So let's just rewind to before you did the eating psychology program and before you joined Real Meal Revolution. What was your experience of your weight and your relationship with food?
Oh, Jonno, I've always had a great relationship with food. I love it. And I love cooking. And I love growing my vegetables. So from that point of view, I thought I had a brilliant relationship. I did. But when the centimeters keep growing and the kilos keep piling on, and your psoriasis doesn't improve and your energy levels are low, you realize that you've got an issue and you need to relook at it. So and also I was very depressed and anxious.
Okay, and how was the depression? Was the depression and anxiety related to the eating? Do you think they were interlinked somehow?
It was related to the fat, yes, absolutely, to my size, absolutely.
Really?
My self-confidence was gone.
And what was your eating like? Did you find any kind of loss of control around eating, anything like that?
I had built up a habit of 3 meals a day. But yes, I mean, last year didn't help much in that we were experimenting with all sorts of breads and pastas and, the good old stuff that became, And also portion control was a little bit out of hand.
Okay, so eating a bit much. All right, and then what made you decide to finally make a change? Because it takes quite a lot, like to sign up. That usually you have to cross like a threshold. What was that threshold for you, and what made you decide to take action?
Okay, I watched my sister with another friend go on a 30-day keto challenge, which I didn't have a clue what keto was. I thought they'd made up this term, but anyway. And her friend actually convinced me that I was the right kind of person to follow this with her. And I mean, the transformation that they both went through was enormous. And she convinced me that I needed to actually speak to you. So the phone call came. And I had a whole list of questions. And yes, you let me ask them, and you suffered my foolishness at the time and quietly sold me the coaching program that I had to start the next day.
Yes. Actually, I remember that. Yeah.
Do you? So procrastination. Phew.
Yeah. And so what were you expecting from the program?
Jonno, to start with, I really was expecting to lose weight. That was my expectation. That changed. That changed when I realized all the benefits of the whole nutritional program, the whole mindset, psychology, nutrition. I embraced it, and I realized that it wasn't actually just a diet, it's a lifestyle change. And that is something that I have adopted, and I keep at it. For me, it's a complete new lifestyle, completely. It was easy to change.
That's great. I mean, I love to hear that kind of thing. But then, so a few months down the line, we launched the eating psychology pilot. And you were sitting innocently in one of our like normal psychology workshops, and the next week you found yourself in the pilot program for this eating psychology program. What were you expecting from an eating psychology program?
I'll be honest with you, I had no idea. I had absolutely no idea, but I had to push myself into going the next step of this journey. And I mean, my coach laughed at me. She actually said, this is going to be so interesting for you to actually bare your soul and be part of a program like this is going to be something. So I had absolutely no idea what I was going to be subjected to or involved.
Subjected to and involved. Okay. So yeah, it's like not selling it.
it's not telling it, but let me tell you, well, we'll get to it.
No. And so that was so that was what you're expecting. You had no idea, and then what happened? So now you start the program, and then what happens? Yeah.
Wow. It was so incredible where we started out with our own mental health. And obviously my depression and anxiety was foremost in my sort of mind, and I had to acknowledge issues by listening to other people and to my body. And then I was given tools to deal with it. I practice these all the time, and you get to realize that depression is not actually connected to reason, and that anxiety is an irrational fear. It stops you from doing things that you need to do. So yes, because I'd already been a couple of months down the road and I'd seen the benefits of the nutritional side of things and my energy and my psoriasis going down and this was a whole big thing, and finding out how it connects mind, body, brain, how the emotional, reasonable, and wise mind all come together, and how I can center myself now in different situations.
That's insane.
It is insane, right?
Yeah. So, and what do you think the benefit of that is on a weight loss journey? And well, let's just talk about the weight loss journey first. So, like, how does that, like, center yourself, the wise mind? I mean, that sounds amazing and it's great for personal development, but like, what is the impact of that on actual eating and weight loss, do you think?
On actual eating and weight loss, you start with your own relationship with yourself first. And then your relationship towards food, because that's part of yourself. And then it develops out of that. From this whole thing, I've actually realized that comfort eating, it's not bad. You need to forgive yourself and have compassion. But there are ways to deal with it that you don't need to go to the food, that you don't need to open that fridge with a sticker that says don't open. You just don't do things. I mean, what's your favorite hate word? Try. You don't try anymore. You just do. So it was a thing of rewriting my own story, and finding myself and loving myself, and actually accepting that I'm human. And yes, I did believe, I still to a point do, that being skinny is the ultimate solution to finding the love of my life again. Good Lord of God, that's never going to happen. But anyway, it's going to happen. But yes, it was nice to step out into. It was no, I respect food. I respect my body's reaction to foods, and my mind's reaction to it now, and my brain telling me when and what.
Okay, so it sounds like you're basically getting just a slightly more truthful feedback from your mind and your body.
Amazingly. Yeah. And I've never been into self-help books and things like that because, damn it, I'm an accountant.
Can't quantify that. Yeah.
No, can't. Absolutely not. That's the way to put it. And this has really pulled me out of myself and actually realized that there are so many issues that I've faced around food all my life. Healthy ones to a point. But I've changed that relationship with my food.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Totally.
I've embraced it in a different way.
That's amazing. So what do you see going forward now that you've gone through this process? How does your future look different to you?
How does my future look different? My future, this lifestyle is my journey now. I mean, and yes, keeping myself, as I say, centered between mind, body, brain, etc. I know that I've got to keep this healthy respect of myself. I've got to maintain my relationship with myself and my food. And it's already manifested in different relationships with other people, within my career, within my work, within I mentor a young lady who I've done for many years, and we now are collaborating in a partnership, which is quite exciting. So I've pushed myself out and beyond in quite a lot of different ways. My confidence is hugely improved. It's been liberating in very many different ways.
I mean, I know that You even said a while back that the last thing on earth you would do is come and do a live interview.
Correct. But as we've learned, I am the woman that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Liz, any last words about the eating psychology transformation program that you think people should hear? Like, what kind of people do you think should consider taking the Eat Psych program?
Anyone that's been fooling themselves their whole life that they don't need to help themselves, basically. And one of the biggest things about this whole program has been the safe, secure environment, the trust, the non-judgmental ways of all these beautiful people. The format of the breakout rooms in the beginning was a little bit too intimate, but wow, you just embrace it and you just realize that this is just amazing people on the same journey as you. And it's just, everyone must try it. They have to try it because, wow, it changes you mentally, emotionally, in so many different ways.
That's awesome. Well, Liz, thank you so much. That's short and sweet. I know you're very busy, so I'll let you get on with it. But it's been a pleasure having you on the program, and it's been wonderful chatting to you about your transformation. So I hope you go from strength to strength in your new transformed self.
And Jonno, I just want to say thank you to you, your team, your forum, everybody that's part of this. I mean, thank you.
Pleasure. All right. We'll chat.